Hello everyone and welcome to San Antonio Monthly Magazine TV. Dos Latinas right here with my beautiful Diane Marcel and Desiree Serna. Who is Desiree Serna?
Well, first, Lorena, thank you for having me here on the show. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. Who is Desiree Serna? Well, I'm known here in San Antonio as the nonprofit guru. I've dedicated my career for over 20 years to the nonprofit sector, and dedicated my expertise to knowing everything that will help nonprofits thrive here in San Antonio.
That's absolutely correct. Desiree Serna has been one of the persons that has been opening doors for many people out there that today have a nonprofit organizations. And you have done a fantastic job because you are a wonderful grant writer. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Thank you, Lorena. Well, yes, I do offer different types of consulting services. And one of the things that many nonprofits are seeking today is funding. So funding is one of those things that it's critical in order for nonprofits to reach their mission. Just like any organization, they need adequate funding. So I'm aware of different types of grant opportunities that are available to San Antonio, through Bexar County, through the state, or even national or private foundations.
That's right. So Mrs. Serna calls all the time and tells us exactly what's going on with the city and the grants that they're giving out. And it is very important that if you do own a nonprofit organization here in San Antonio, Texas, and you're struggling a little bit financially, don't hesitate to contact Desiree Serna because she is in top of the game to know what is going on with the grants right here in our beautiful city of San Antonio. Deanne, what do you think about that?
Well, as a nonprofit facilitator that you have been for my personal nonprofit, Boss Babes Empowered, Desiree Serna has walked me through the whole process, and I am very grateful for everything that you have done for our nonprofit.
Thank you, Deanna. It was a pleasure to work with Boss Babes Empowered.
Thank you.
Diane Marcel came to me about a year ago and she sat down and we had a very good conversation. And Diane Marcel happens to be one of those young women that wants to empower everyone that surrounds her. She told me her goals and I asked her, why do you want to do that? And she gave me her reasons. I felt it that she was on point on what she wanted to do. I put her in contact with Miss Desiree Serna, and a year later, Diane Marcel is now legally registered with her beautiful nonprofit organization, which we are taking off as of next month. Right, Diane?
Yes, we are very excited about that. Desiree has been working with me, walking me through the whole process. And I'm just so grateful to have someone like Desiree be able to facilitate all of my decisions.
And what I like is the fact that Desiree takes you from step number one, from A through Z. She doesn't cut any corners. And what I most love about Miss Desiree is that she is patient, something that I don't have. She is very patient about educating you about what are the rules to a nonprofit. What does it take to create a nonprofit? Many people out there, they think it's an easy thing, and it's not. It is a business, and it is a business that needs to be run the right way in order for it to be successful. So that's why when I decided to put Miss Diane Marcel and Desiree's hands, I knew she was going to be in good hands.
Very much, yes. It was such a delight when I received the call from my dear friend Lorena that she had a mentee that was interested in realizing a nonprofit vision that she had. And when I sat down with Diane, she really had a passionate story and a vision to help mentor women here in San Antonio and beyond. So it was a pleasure to work with her and help facilitate the process of realizing this from start to end. one of the things, you're right, that I like to do is educate my clients through the process. I want them to understand why their mission is their mission. I want them to understand that their mission came from their heart, not from AI, for example. So I love working with my clients and helping them realize their full potential.
And that's very important. That's one thing that I do feel that a lot of people are lacking, and it's the little bit of education and taking the time and understanding the meaning, but most of all, understanding how to run the business correctly. And I speak for myself because I have been the kind of woman that I have always hired the right people, the right mentors, the right attorneys to guide me to do it right.
Well, I have some interesting news for 2024 then. In 2024, I will be rolling out a workbook to help those San Antonio philanthropists realize their vision of establishing a nonprofit.
That's absolutely wonderful, Ms. Serna, and we do need that. Because, a lot of people do reach out through San Antonio Monthly Magazine, and they reach out directly to me, and they're looking for that help. And if you could do something to make things easier, that is a fabulous way to get people's interest and to educate people and to guide them the right direction. I do want to mention that thanks to Mrs. Desiree Serna, San Antonio Monthly Magazine, it's going the direction that it's going. Why? Because Desiree Serna happens to be the magic behind the magazine. She happens to be one of our best editors and writers for the magazine. And thanks to you and along with the entire team that is behind San Antonio Monthly Magazine, it is the #1 contemporary magazine in the heart of Texas. Thank you to Mr. D.M. Rodriguez that always allows everybody to come and be a part of this amazing magazine that makes noise every month, because everybody looks forward to see who is going to be on the cover of the magazine. Thank you, Mr. D.M. Rodriguez, for always allowing all of us to be a part of your success. All right, so let's talk a little bit about you as a mommy. Tell me a little bit about your personal life, because everybody's been asking me, okay, Ms. Monroe, who is Mrs. Serna?
Well, thank you for asking. Well, I've been married for 19 years to my husband, Alexander, and we have 4 children together. So we have 2 daughters and 2 sons. So I'm a mommy that has her plate full all the time.
Yes, you do. And you know what I most love about you? That no matter how busy you are, you always answer the phone calls, and you are the queen for sending everything on time. And I'm like, how does she does it, Diane? What do you think?
Yes, not to mention that she is a wife, she is a mother, and she inspires me every day because she's also getting ready to receive her PhD. And I'm so proud of you. I feel that that is just such an inspiration to me and to others. And I'm so grateful to be able to learn from you and have you on my side.
Thank you, Dion. It's a pleasure to work with Dion and Lorena. I'm so blessed to have these 2 wonderful ladies in my life. So thank you all very much for welcoming me here to the show.
Well, thank you for supporting us, and I'm happy to say that Mrs. Serna happens to be our publicist for those Latinas. This is the lady that always opens up all the events and allowed us to come in with San Antonio Monthly Magazine and cover some of the wonderful interviews. And I happen to meet the most incredible people in my life, right, Diane?
Yes.
We have met some beautiful people that we get the opportunity to put in our red carpets, and we have the opportunity to put them on the spotlight and ask them the magical question. Who are they? Why are they business? What is it that they do? And they are very happy with everything that is happening right here in San Antonio, Texas. And thank you, Ms. Serna, for always supporting us, supporting the magazine, supporting everything you do. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask Lorena Monroe a question.
Yes, Lorena, we've known each other for such a long time, and I've seen you in so many different roles underneath your Bonita enterprises. How do you do it all?
Well, 3 rules to the game. Rule number one, you have to have faith. If you have faith in yourself, you have God in your heart, and you have a drive, you can do it. But faith is the number one. Two, you have to be passionate about what you do. You have to not love yourself, but you have to be in love with yourself. There's a huge difference.
Amen.
You know, there's a huge difference. If you are in love with yourself, you care about yourself. And if you care about yourself and you've got the heart exactly what it needs to be, everything around you is going to fall right on place. But you gotta have faith. You have to be passionate. And number three, you have to be consistent. If you're consistent and you put yourself on a platform to be consistent, you're going to be successful. I've been doing it since the age of 15 years old. I have been very passionate. I have been very consistent, and I am in love with myself. I take care of myself. I'm getting ready to be 60 years old, Miss Desiree.
You look fabulous.
You know, I feel fabulous. I am very blessed. But you know why I am blessed? Because I have so many people around me that are blessed. People that understand what a blessing is. People will always respect you. And those are the kind of people that are in my heart and my life. People that respect me, people that send blessings to me, because I am all about giving everyone love and blessings. That is the best gift you can give away. Tia Marcel?
Yes, I would also like to add that I love the fact that you are a woman of your word.
Thank you, Ms. Diane Marcel. I believe that Diane Marcel has spent an entire year with Lorena Moreau on a daily basis getting to know me.
Just a little bit.
What is it that you most like about Lorena Moreau?
I love your drive. That is what I most love about you.
Thank you, Ms. Diane Marcel. Well, Mrs. Desiree Serna is right here for you. Don't hesitate to call, and don't hesitate to be a part of her life if you want to make a difference in your business. And also, if you're thinking about having a nonprofit, this is the beautiful woman to have in your agenda to call, because she's got the answers for you.
Thank you, Lorena.
Thank you. Thank you for coming right here. And thank you, DM Rodriguez, for always allowing Lorena Moreau to be the voice of our community. Hasta la vista.